Regular naps prevent old age, especially while you take one while driving.
Oh, man. What a horrible dream. Wait a minute. Where's my body? Oh, you Mr. Cecil! Ah! Dr. Nomad! Doc!
Yeah. What?
What? You see what Mr. Cecil did to me?
What did you do to him?
Is he back there?
He's right behind you.
Oh, you've gone too far. You've gone too far. Doc,
Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
Oh, you've got to put me back together.
Well,
anyway, we have an awesome show for you tonight. Despite current situation, we have musical guest Erica Case. We also have an exciting new segment, Close Encounters of the Spooky Kind. Oh, Mr. Cecil, we'll be back after these messages. Oh, damn it. Good evening. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Yesterday's Treasures Today. With over 10,000 square feet of fun, there's something for everyone. From antiques to vintage, one-of-a-kind gifts, furniture, musical equipment, vintage clothes, original art by local artists, and much, much more. Located in Dixon, Tennessee, open 7 days a week. And now, on to the show. Alright, welcome back, horror fiends. I'm all back together. Thank you, Dr. Nomad.
anytime.
And you, Mr. Cecil. I'm sorry. I will not say you like Star Trek Discovery anymore. I promise. Okay, there, I said it. I'm sorry. But you gone too far. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight. Mr. Cecil prepared us a list, so we're gonna get right to it. There's really no title. Let's see. Number 10 horror film on the list. Pumpkinhead.
That's
Pretty awesome film.
a good one.
Number 9, Head of Family. That's number 8, Sleepy Hollow. I know what you're getting to. The old headless horseman thing. Ah. I think you need to go to your room. Go. No. Nope. Go.
Just go.
Go to your room. Can you believe this?
No, I can't.
Kind of.
Well,
We've
yeah.
met Cecil before.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, we do pick on him a lot. But it's nothing to lose your head over. Well, maybe we could get Roadie Joe to help us out. Roadie Joe!
Oi!
How you doing?
You're doing a lot better if you'd stop pissing Mr. Cecil off.
Yeah, well, you know.
So easy to do.
You think you can come out and help us with some discussions?
You know, it's real easy for you guys to sit there and make jokes, but when Mr. Cecil goes and kills a prostitute, you're not the one who has to clean it up.
Can't say
No.
no.
That is your job.
Yep. It's the job of a roadie.
Bunch of bull.
Well, that's Cecil's doll.
Here, you take that.
Well, since we can't do a top 10, I thought maybe we would talk about the horrible plague that has consumed B films for the last, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years? And that is CG blood. Dude, yeah, that's how I feel.
That bad. Yeah.
Just got me all tore up, man.
I mean, really, computer graphics do have a place in film. They can take you. I mean, Sharknado. That's a B film. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay,
You expect it from that.
but CG blood. I mean, really, you can't take some syringes and some tubes and some corn syrup, a little bit of food coloring or whatever, and take the extra mile to make it look realistic, because CG blood, as soon as I see it, I turn the piece of shit off. I do. Can't watch it. Can't do it. I mean, part of the art of a B film is sometimes that it's bad.
Yeah.
And that could be really good. Like trauma films are pretty bad, but that makes them awesome.
Yeah.
But CG blood just immediately takes you out of it.
Well, and, you know, I don't have any knowledge the rest of you don't, but I would think it would be more expensive than just buy some corn syrup, splash it around the room, do it in black and white, use chocolate syrup. Work for Hitchcock.
Oh, yeah.
You too good for Hitchcock? You don't...
Maybe the maid service nowadays costs a little bit more than what it used to.
Oh, fuck the maid, I did.
Well, the problem doesn't... It doesn't stop at CG blood. I mean, a lot of these films, they're even making the whole monster or some of the effects. I mean, again, some of these zombie films, like the remake of Dawn of the Dead, or, well, there's a bunch of where there's thousands and thousands of zombies. Hey, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You know, that's cool. But the original Resident Evil, they had like this hallway or whatever down in the basement or whatever. I don't know. And there's like 20 zombies in it, and they were all like real actors, but the zombie effects was CG'd.
Yeah. Running green suits, I think, right?
I don't know how it's just, it's disgusting. You know, it's like the whole art form of making a monster film is making a monster film. The CG thing, unless you're gonna have like Lord of the Rings budget, Not that little TV show. That's pretty crappy.
Yeah. Don't get me started.
But unless I mean, even still, there's a place for CG, and well, in B films, there's really no place for it. I don't think, for the most part.
Well,
Except for like the Sharknado thing, or some of the Sky Sharks was a pretty cool movie.
They even did in Halloween H2O. They CGI'd Michael Myers' mask. You couldn't just put a mask on a dude? Like, was that hard? They already had the mask. All you do is put it on.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't either. Needs to stop. You filmmakers out there. Stop it.
Yeah, put the effort in, man.
Yeah. So what if it doesn't look real? That's okay.
We expect it. It's a
Lloyd
B movie.
uses cantaloupes and watermelons. I mean, that's great. You can tell it's ridiculous. But if you get really good at it, like the whole art of Tom Savini.
Yes.
Like, where's the new Tom Savini? I mean, there's some new cats out there that are doing some good jobs, but a lot of their jobs are getting weeded out. Like, The Thing.
Yes. Yeah. We talked about that
Yeah,
previously.
we talked about,
Amalgamated Dynamics. Those guys did a stupendous job, and then the studio was like, no, we're going to cover it with all this really, really shitty CGI. It wasn't even good.
Nope.
I mean, it was...
The film was good, but the CG just kind of took it down. If they would have left it, like the original, it would have been great.
Well, and they'd already done it. They had already put in the work, made the effects, filmed the whole movie, and then they were just like, nah, we're just going to cover it up.
We're going to spend more money doing stupid stuff.
I don't understand.
I don't either. No.
And, you got Mary Elizabeth Winstead in your movie. That's all I need to look at. I don't need pretty CG. Sorry, there it is.
It's too cartoony. Even I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Film was good, but what killed it for me was the CG monsters. I mean, its predecessor, the Omega Man, and
The
Vincent
Last
Price.
Man on Earth.
Those films, excellent, had practical effects for their times, and you can't tell me that... I mean, I could understand maybe some crazy far-off shots or whatever needed to be CG'd or whatever, but the actual monster, I mean, it looked like a cartoon. Ruined it for me.
Yeah, it really breaks the mood.
Yeah. So there you have it. CGI, especially CGI blood.
Yeah, we are not fans.
Not. Well, we're gonna get on with tonight's episode. Like said earlier, we're gonna have musical guest Erica Case, followed by an exciting new segment called Close Encounters of the Spooky Kind. You don't want to miss it. You don't. You don't know what Mr. Cecil does to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Good evening. Tonight brings us tales of runaway freaks, monsters, and murder. Hidden within the dense woods of Dixon, Tennessee, lies what locals call Werewolf Springs. Is it here that we will have
A close encounter of the spooky kind.
Along these tracks in the late 1860s, a train carrying various animals derailed. allowing for their escape. All were recovered, with the exception of 2 large cats. Or were they feline? Rumors whispered the animals upon the train were part of a traveling circus, and the 2 creatures never found were the Wolfman of Borneo. After an exhausting day's work, the farmer and his help depart on their journey homeward. Further, they travel into the woods, abruptly surrounded by moonlight. A series of unsettling sounds breaks the night's still air. They are not alone. In an attempt to elude their stalker, they move quicker, deeper into the woods. But much to their dismay, the unknown terror is gaining ground. Now panic-stricken, gambling with the odds, they flee in separate directions. Moments pass, and a surge of relief overwhelms the farmer as he hears screams of anguish echoing in the distance. Word soon traveled of the monster and his heinous attacks. Outraged, a posse formed to wreak vengeance for the townsfolk. Guns in hand, along with a donation from the farmer, they head for a known clearing to set their trap. Having tethered the farmer's goat in the center, the men disperse in pairs among the tree line. Hours go by with no luck. The men soon realize the long journey back in the dark. Suddenly, the goat cries. Hastily, they take aim. Fire! Their shots ring out. Adrenaline coursing through them, they run to collect their trophy. But what's this? Gone! No goat, no creature remains. Only gore and blood. Hope. And 2 missing men. Maybe it's myth and maybe it's legend. How would you fare a night with the creature of Werewolf Spring?
Welcome back, horror fiends. Join us tonight, Erica Case. How you doing tonight?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm fantabulous. All right, so let's get some questions here.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hello. That's very handy.
Yeah. Well, last week, I guess, was on vacation or something. I don't know what's going on there, but you know. Anyway, so tell us, how'd you get your start in music?
Well, I come from a long line of musicians. My grandparents were musicians, and then so was my mom, and so it kind of, just passed on down through the family.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I seen recently you've been celebrating 2 years of a vinyl you had released.
Yes.
Top Bitch.
Yes, I am. I'm very excited to celebrate that 2-year anniversary. I came out with it in 2020 in the middle of the pandemic, but it felt like a good time so that people were kind of at home listening. And I'm really proud of that record and the, theme and to say I'm top bitch in this town. So
Awesome. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it, like the making of it, when you recorded it.
I recorded it with my friend James. Shout out to my friend James. And we recorded it at his home studio in East Nashville. And it took about, I would say like 1.5 years to record it. And I hired a couple different studio musicians, but mostly I played most of the instruments on the record. And thank you, yeah. And then once we got it done, we kind of sat on it for like 6 months or so because the pandemic happened and I wasn't really sure, like, you know, should I release this now or should I wait? But I was like, I've sat on these songs for so long, like, I want everyone to hear them, you know?
Yeah, sometimes I see a lot of artists, like Megadeth's been taking forever to finally put their record out, and they were like sitting on it, and to the point I can understand that, but people really needed the music during the pandemic.
I think so too. Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. So you've been playing around quite a bit. I think I seen that you went to California?
I did, yeah. I just got back from California in May. Well, it feels closer than it is, but I'm thinking about going back out there in November. I had such a great time, and we played a couple shows, me and my friends that I literally met online. And once we got together in LA, we had some rehearsals, and then we just played the gigs. And I'm excited to get back out there and play some more shows there.
That's awesome. Really a lot of people are doing more of that kind of thing where you just meet up where the band is and do some shows, and
it works out, you know.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
speaking of, I have seen that you do solo performances like tonight, but then you do band performances.
I do, yeah. I love having a full punk rock band, and then also I do country as well.
Yeah, I've seen that. You know, just it's more the old school country.
Yeah, I like to keep it real traditional.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, garbage they call country now is just pop music.
Literally, yeah, it's just pop music.
I think if I sing with a southern accent and put a little steel guitar in it, it's
that's country, yeah.
It's not.
I agree.
It's not. Alright. Normally I would ask, well, I'm going to ask it anyway, but Star Wars or Star Trek?
I'm going to have to say Star Wars.
Alright.
What about you?
Well, I look at them as two different things. A lot of people, you know, it's like, just because it's space, it's not the same. But
no, definitely.
Mr. Cecil, he really hates Star Trek Discovery. Just gonna say he hates it.
Yeah, I've heard
he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. Anyway, so
what are you doing tonight? Do you wish that I was there to hold you tight? Well, I do too, but you won't let me see you. I know it's hard, but I need to be where you are. Every day I sleep a little bit later, hoping my dream will come true, where I'm lying in your bed, and you've forgiven me for what I've said, and I'm trying my hardest not to cry, 'cause I'm so happy I could die. Do you remember all the time we spent? Do you remember all the words we meant? I can still see your sweet smile. So if you do come back to stay for a while. I miss that little scar in your chest. the strangest things you remember when it ends, but I hope you think of me when you lie down to sleep. The days that we kissed in the sun, in the backseat of your car on the run. Do you remember all the time we spent? Do you remember all the words we meant? I can still see your sweet smile. So if you do come back to stay for a while, for a while. I wish that I could see you, if only to say goodbye. If I ever said I didn't miss you, well, I was. Time we spent. Do you remember all the words we meant? I can still see your sweet smile. So if you do come back to stay, if you come back to stay, I don't wanna be in denial. So if you do come back to stay for a while, for a while.
Horror films.
I love to talk about horror films.
All right, let's talk some
So,
horror.
When I first walked in, I just love all of the horror merch and memorabilia in here. It's so cool. Some of my favorite horror films, I like to keep it mostly in the 70s, honestly. 80s slashers are not my favorite, but I like them. But I would say that my most favorite films probably came out of the late 60s and 70s, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Exorcist. And then I think about, if we're moving forward, you know, movies like A Nightmare on Elm Street and Return of the Living Dead. I'm obsessed with that movie, so it's one of my top
The
favorites.
first, well, even the third one. The third one's good too. The first two, excellent films, classics for sure. Sci-Fi Channel ruined that franchise with
Oh my God.
Rave to the Grave and
Oh my
Necrop
God,
the
that's-
Crap
yeah.
or whatever they call that. But yeah, awful. It's, I don't like, although I've said many times that there's been some underground B films that are crap, but sometimes the crappiness is good.
Yeah, sometimes it makes it.
But when you got a company with a lot of money and they put out crap,
Yeah, it's
oh,
okay.
that's crap. But yeah, they totally ruined that series.
Yeah. No,
And
for sure.
but yeah, slasher films. There's a couple that are pretty all right and good. You know, everybody goes to the Friday the 13th or
Sure.
Halloween. Those are
Right, yeah. And those are,
the
classics.
top kings of that.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, I like zombie films. Elm Street, of course. Horror comedy, definitely.
Yeah.
Evil
Oh, yeah.
Dead 2.
Yes, Evil Dead's so good. Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is my favorite out of the two.
Yep.
It's so great. What did you think of the show?
Oh, I love the show. The show was a really good. It was everything that an Evil Dead fan would want out of Part 4
I agree,
for the
yeah.
franchise. It really connected a lot of the dots, and they brought back because Army of Darkness really wasn't scary, and it leaned more on the comedy end. But the series, they kind of brought back more of the scare factor and lots of blood. And,
Yeah, there's
and
pretty
so
scary
I
parts.
thought it was great. They've got the new film coming out, Evil Dead
sweet.
Rise. So.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
From the sound of it, it's basically the film Demons
Okay.
2,
It's been so long
where
since
it's
I've
a
seen
skyscraper.
it. Okay.
And,
Well, that would be cool,
yeah,
though.
but you know.
Yeah. I'm assuming they're having most of the traditional cast, the original.
Well, Bruce Campbell's not in it like the reboot.
Oh, dang.
He did produce it,
Yeah.
but I believe in it.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. I will watch
I think it's going to be a great film.
it. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, what else do you have going on?
Well, right now I am re-recording some songs to re-release an EP that I came out with in 2012. So this year is the 10th anniversary of it. So yeah, so I'm really excited to re-release it and have people hear these songs, because when I released it back in 2012, things were in the music scene just kind of different, and I was a lot younger. So it's exciting to re-record some of those songs and kind of reintroduce that EP and have people hear it now. So
Totally. Sometimes you got to go back when you get older and wiser, or
yeah.
just better equipment.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And I'm excited because it's mostly the kind of punk rock and roll driven.
Yeah.
And every time I play like a punk rock and roll show, I always remember how much I miss playing punk rock. So it's always a good feeling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, where can people find your music?
I would love to tell you. So my name is Erica Case, and you can find all of my music as well as my videos and performances, and you can buy my vinyl at ericacase.com, and you can pretty much get to anything that you would ever want to know about me from just my website.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you all for watching. We have more insane stuff coming at you. Don't go away. Don't.
I said, come over, you know the address. It hasn't changed to look a little bit different now, a little bit older, but I'm still the same. I'm biting my nails, looking out my window, waiting to see your face. I had a taste of blood and I want more, like I've never tasted water before. I've been through hell and back again. You're the only thing that keeps me from thinking of him. I said I miss you, those words felt so strange, pouring out of my mouth. I bit my tongue until it bled, so nothing else would come out. I waited forever for what never happened. I lost track of my days. What a waste. Yeah, I had a taste of blood and I want more, like I've never tasted water before. I've been through hell and back again. You're the only thing that keeps me from thinking of him. But now you're gone. They say life goes on, but they never said it was fun. I had a taste of blood and I'm so thirsty now. I tried to stop, but I just don't know how. I went to hell for the one I loved. I I tried to sell my soul, but he said I wanted too much. We had a battle, but I didn't win. He said that I'd never get that lucky again.
Good evening. Welcome to Ask Mr. Cecil. How are you tonight? Excellent. One of our viewers, Jeremy Howe, he asked, what are your bass influences for playing the bass guitar? Yeah, I really like that one. Okay. Scott Fitzgerald, he asked, have you seen the film Fanboys? Excellent. You like it? Excellent. All right. And there you go, Scott. There's your answer. Oh, we have another Scott. Scott Cathy asks, who is your favorite character on Star Trek Discovery? Scott Cathy. Okay. Well, there you have it. Ask Mr. Cecil. If you'd like to send a question, email us at grimandtheheretics@gmail.com. Good night. Horror fiends, that's it for tonight. And we hope you all enjoyed tonight's episode. You think you can behave yourself? That was to be expected. Alright, well, anyway, we want to thank our sponsors. Yesterday's treasure today. And we also want to thank all of you for watching. Be sure to tune in next week for a special Halloween episode. Until then, you can check us out at grimandtheheretics.com. Until next week, bye-bye.